Hello everyone! Welcome to Native Man Math Tutorial, wherein you can find free mathematics Tagalog tutorial. The content of this video lesson is grade 9 mathematics under term 1, week 4 of the revised K-10 curriculum. In this video lesson is part 3 out of the lessons for week number 4. For today's video lesson, we are going to discuss how to determine the slopes and zeros of linear functions given in graph, equation, and table of values. But before we discuss this lesson, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe for more video lesson. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin! The learning competency of this lesson is determine the slopes as rate of change and the zeros of linear functions represented in letter A, graphs, letter B, equations, letter C, table of values. Again, this is under term 1, week 4 of the revised K-10 curriculum. And for the objectives, at the end of the lesson or session, you will be able to, number 1, recall linear functions. Number 2, define slope and zeros of linear function. Number 3, illustrate linear function using graph, equation, and table of values. And number 4, determine the slope and zeros of linear function represented in graph, equation, and table of values. Let's start the discussion by recalling what is a linear function. Linear function is a type of function where the relationship between the input, usually x, and the output, usually y, forms a straight line when graphed. A linear function is a first-degree equation in which the variables x and y both have an exponent of 1. Okay, so recalling that a linear function, when you are going to graph in the Cartesian plane, then its graph is a straight line. And in a form of equation, the equation of linear function is a first degree equation. What does it mean? The exponent of x is 1 and the exponent of y is 1. So we are going to represent linear function in a form of equation, and usually the equation or standard form of the equation of linear function is in the form f of x is equal to mx plus b, where m stands for the slope and b the y-intercept. Or it can be written in the form y is equal to mx plus b. So here, f of x and y are just the same. Okay, and also we are going to represent linear function in a form of table of values and also represent linear function in a form of graph. Now, from the given equation, table of values, and graph of linear function, we are going to discuss how to find the slope and how to find the zeros of a linear function. So, what is slope mean? Slope in symbol m as rate of change tell us how steep a line is and how fast y changes when x changes. So what does it mean with the slope? The slope is the steepness of a line. Okay, in Tagalog, steepness of a line ay gaano katarik ang line. Okay? And the steepness of a line or the slope of a line, it depends on the y values and the x values, its relationship. So here, we're going to find the slope of a line given in graph. So if the graph is given, how to determine the slope of a line o gaano katarik ang line. So here again, this is the graph of a linear function and this is a straight line. So the formula in finding the slope of a linear function is that we have this formula, m for slope is equal to rise over run is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So we can use this formula in a form of variable if the given is point. But if the given is graph, we can easily use this formula rise over run. So rise is going up and run is in a horizontal form. So we are going to locate in our graph where is the rise and where is the run. Okay, so here in our line, there are 2 points given. So given already the 2 points. Now, this is our basis to determine the rise and determine the run. So from this point, we are going to count upward because rise. Okay, upward, we are going to count here. So here, from this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, hanggang dito. Why until here is our counting? Because this point is the level of the second point. Okay? And this counting here, that is called the rise. How about the run? So from the end point of the rise, we are going to count until to the second point. Okay, so this is the end point of the rise. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the rise is 4 and the run is 8. State here that rise over run. Mean to say the slope is 4 for rise and 8 for run. So 4 over 8. So if the given slope is fraction, then reduce to lowest term. So 4 over 8, that is equal to 1 half. So the slope m of the given graph of a linear function is 1 over 2. Okay, so let's try this activity A to master the lesson how to find the slope of a linear function if the given is graph. Find the slope of the following graphs. I'm going to present two graphs of a linear function. So the first graph, the line is rises from left to right, and the second graph, it is rises from right to left. Now, what is the difference between the slope of the two lines or the two graphs? So let's start finding the slope of the first graph here. So here in our line, there is no point yet given. So you need 2 points to determine the slope. So here, kapag hindi po given ang point, you need to determine 2 points on the line. But in getting the points on the line, be sure that the line, okay, this one, crosses the graph in the intersection. How? Okay, here, I'm going to have these 2 points. This point is the intersection of the graph. And this is the intersection of the graph. Also, the line crosses that intersection. Okay? Another one here, second point. This is the intersection of the graph. And the line crosses that intersection. So you need to get that exact intersection. Why? So that the value is exact also or whole number. Okay? Do not get the point here because this point is not the exact value of x or not the exact value of y. Okay? So we are going to have these 2 points now. From these 2 points, we can determine the slope of a line. Okay? By having the rise from that point, you count. That is the rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until here because this point is the level of the second point. And count that count for the run, we have 1, 2. So again, for rise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and run, 1, 2. So 6 over 2. Okay? So its slope is 6 over 2, rise over run. And simplify if needed. So what is 6 divided by 2? That is equal to 3. Mean to say that m slope of this line is equal to 3. But take note, you need to consider the slant of the line. And this one. If run is going to the right, slope is positive. And again, another, if the line rises from left to right, just like this one, the slope is positive. So what does it mean with this run? So ito po yung run natin. From this point, rise, and then run natin is going to the right. If going to the right, our run, then the slope is positive. How about this one? Number 2, let us differentiate with the first graph. Number 2, so we have no 2 points here yet. Okay, we're going to determine 2 points. So where is the exact intersection of the graph at the same time it intersect the line? So here are the 2 points. Okay, so yan po sila. So this point is the intersection of the graph. At the same time, it intersect the line. And also this one, intersection of the graph and it intersect the line. Okay. So here, using the 2 points, okay, you need rise. So we are going to count rise. Paakyat pong ganon. Okay, upward. So let's become, that is the rise. So we count here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rise is 4. Again, why until here? Because this point is the level of the second point. Okay? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the rise. How about the run? So the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 4 rise, 7 run. But take note, okay, if the line rises from right to left, the slope is negative. So the slope of this line is negative 4 over 7. Or, again, if run is going to the left, slope is negative. So this is our run going to the left, so the slope is negative. Here in number 1, this is the end point of the rise, then going to the right, so the slope is positive. Okay. So why we count from this point to the left? Because the second point is here. So to the left. Okay? So that is the difference between the slopes of the two lines. How about if the given is equation? How are we going to determine the slope if the given is equation? Again, remember that the standard form of the equation of linear function is y is equal to mx plus b, or in other form, that is f of x is equal to mx plus b. Take note that y and f of x are just the same. And again, m is the slope, this one, and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so here, let's have an example. Find the slope of the following equations. We have 3 equations here. Number 1 equation, y is equal to 3x plus 2. So this equation is written already in standard form. Y is equal to mx plus b. So therefore, it can be easy to find or to get the slope and y-intercept. Okay. So here, y is equal to 3x plus 2. So 3 here is the slope. Take note here, mx, mean to say the numerical coefficient of x is the slope. Okay? So here 3 is the slope, and this one plus b or minus b pwede, and b is the y-intercept. So b is equal to 2, this one. Okay, how about number 2? F of x is equal to x minus 5. Okay, here, this is standard form also. Okay, but what is the m here? What is the slope? Or what is the numerical coefficient of x? So here, it is written the numerical coefficient of x is 3. How about here? There is no number before x. So what is the number before x? If there is no written, then the number always equal to 1. So kapag walang nakalagay, or if there is no number before x, then understood that the numerical coefficient is 1. Okay? And the b or y-intercept of this equation, since this is minus 5, then you get also that operation. That will become negative 5 is b or y-intercept. Okay, how about number 3 equation? 8x plus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, so this equation is not written in standard form. So you cannot directly get its slope and y-intercept b. How? So how to find or how to get its slope? First, you're going to write this equation in terms of y, or write the equation in standard form. Okay? In our equation, y is only the variable or term at the left of equal sign. Okay? So here, how to do that? Ito po yung ating equation. 8x plus 2y equals 10. Now, we are going to write this equation in terms of y. So we are going to move 8x to the left side or right side of equal sign. So this will become 2y is equal to, if you're going to move positive 8x, that will become negative 8x. Okay? On the other side of equal sign. And then you're going to indicate that is positive 10. So you add 10 here. Okay? Do not change the sign of 10 because, okay, 10 is on the same side of equal sign, okay, at the right side. So now, we have 2y is equal to negative 8x plus 10. But we need y. The equation should be y. We have 2 here. We are going to move 2 again to the right of equal sign. So how? By multiplication property of equality or by division property. To remove 2, we are going to divide 2 to all the terms in our equation. So 2y divided by 2, negative 8x divided by 2, and 10 divided by 2. Okay, so there are 3 terms in the equation. You divide it all by 2. Okay, so now you cancel 2 here. Okay, if you cancel 2, then the remaining variable is y here. Then follow equal. What is negative 8 divided by 2? That's negative 4. So negative 4, then indicate the variable x. So negative 4x. And then we have here plus 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we have this equation, y is equal to negative 4x plus 5. Is this equation in standard form already? Okay, yes. Okay, if standard form, now we easily find its slope. So the slope is the numerical coefficient of x. Okay, this one. And the slope is negative 4 and b is positive 5. Okay, so we are going to write here, slope is negative 4 and b is equal to positive 5 or just 5. Okay, so let's have this activity B to master the lesson on how to find the slope and y-intercept given the equation. Okay, so here, I present 6 different equations. Now, we are going to identify the slope and y-intercept. Number 1 equation, f of x is equal to 7x minus 11. So, I'll give you 3 seconds to determine the slope and y-intercept of that equation number 1. Okay, so for number 1, since it is written in standard form, we easily find the slope and y-intercept. So the slope is 7, this one, and b or y-intercept, since minus 11, so negative 11. Okay, how about number 2? Y is equal to x plus 5. So the equation is already in standard form. So what is the slope and what is the y-intercept? Again, I will give you 3 seconds. Okay? For number 2, the slope is equal to 1 and b or y-intercept is equal to 5. Okay, 5. So the numerical coefficient of x here is 1. There is no number before, then understood that the number here is equal to 1. Okay? How about number 3? F of x is equal to negative 4x. Again, number 3 equation is written in standard form. Okay? But what is the slope and what is the y-intercept b? Again, I will give you 3 seconds. And that is the answer. The slope is negative 4. Okay, because negative 4x, so the slope is negative 4. And the y-intercept is 0. Why? There is no other term here. Okay, so if there is no other term, then b is equal to 0. How about number 4? The equation is y is equal to x minus 8 minus 10x. Okay. So here 10x is written after the b. Okay, but how we determine the slope and the y-intercept? I will give you 5 seconds. Okay, for number 4, the slope is negative 10 and the b or y-intercept is equal to 8. So why? So this is minus 10x. Mean to say negative 10 is the slope. Why? Always the slope is the numerical coefficient of x. Okay? The numerical coefficient of x. So the numerical coefficient of x here is 10, but this is minus, so that is negative 10 is our slope. And for b or y-intercept, this one, positive 8. So b is equal to 8. How about number 5? Y is equal to x. What is the slope and what is the y-intercept? Again, I will give you 3 seconds to think of that answer. Okay? The slope is 0 and b is equal to 6. Take note here, there is no variable x. Mean to say, if no x, then slope is 0. Okay? Because slope is the numerical coefficient of x. Okay? And b here is a constant. So the constant here is 6. So b is equal to 6. Again, if this equation is given, then the graph of this equation is a horizontal line. Okay? How about number 6? 2x minus 12y is equal to 4. This number 6 example is not written in standard form. So you cannot directly get the slope and y-intercept. You need to rewrite first in standard form. So I'll give you 5 seconds to rewrite and find the slope and y-intercept. Okay, for number 6, what is the slope and what is the y-intercept? So here is our computation. So you're going to move 2x here. So negative 2x, then plus 4. So remove negative 12 by dividing negative 12 and cancel. That will become y is equal to negative 2x over 12 plus 4 over 12. And negative 2 divided by 12, you cannot divide, but you can reduce in lowest term. Okay? Divide by 2 both. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So take note here, if there is no numerical coefficient of a variable, then it is equal to 1. Okay? So here, this is negative 1x or negative x. How about this one? 4 over 12. The common factor is 4, so 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 12 divided by 4 is 3, so 1/3 here. So what is the slope? The slope there is negative 1/2. So why? We have negative 1 here, and we have 6 here. So negative 1 over 6, okay? And for the y-intercept, 1/3. So b is equal to 1/3. Okay, so how about slope in table of values? So how are you going to determine the slope if the given is table of values just like this one? Again, in table of values, the first row are the x values and the second row are the y values. So here, we are going to use this formula for the slope since the given is point. M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So how to use this formula to find the slope given the table of values? Okay, so here, example. We're going to get point 2 points here. Let us say this 1, 5 is the first point and 2, 8 is the second point. So x and y rather. Okay? So we're going to substitute here. So if you're going to summary here below, we have point 1, the ordered pair is 1, 5. So x is 1 and y is 5. Okay? And for the point 2, for point 2, x is 2 and y is 8. So we have now x sub 1, x sub 1 is 1 and y sub 1 is 5. X sub 2 is 2 and y sub 2 is 8. Okay? Again, how we get? 1, 5, first point, 2, 8, second point. Okay. So we are going to substitute here. So this will become y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So this is y sub 2, this is y sub 1. You just subtract 8 minus 5. Okay, this one. And divide by x sub 2 minus x sub 1, x sub 2, and this is x sub 1. So 2 minus 1. So this one. Okay, 2 minus 1. And simplify, this will become 8 minus 5 is 3, and 2 minus 1 is 1. And divide, what is 3 divided by 1? That is equal to 3. So the slope of that uh, table of value is equal to 3. Okay? Okay, so let's try this activity C to master the lesson on how to find the slope given table of values. So find the slope of the following table of values. I am going to present two tables. So this is table 1 and this is table 2. For table 1, we have the x values, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and y values, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0. Okay, so we're going to use the formula, okay, in finding the slope given the table. And this is the formula, okay? So here, we need 2 points. So let us say this is the pair of point 1 and this is the pair of point 2. So anywhere here, okay? Kahit saan po dito, you can get a point. But I choose this pair, point 1, and this pair, another point 2. Okay. So here, we have if that is point 1, this is x sub 1. And this is y sub 1. If that is point 2, this is x sub 2, this is this is x sub 2, this is y sub 2. Okay. So here, we are going to substitute the given. So medyo nakakalito how to start. But this is the shortcut method. By choosing the 2 points, you are going to subtract y in the numerator and subtract x in the denominator. Unahin natin yung y, numerator. So 0.2 minus 0.1. So 0.2 is negative 1, 0.1 is negative 2 for y. So here, negative 1 minus negative 2. Okay, this one for y. Negative 1 minus negative 2. How about for x, denominator? 0.2 minus 0.1. 0 minus negative 1. Okay, this one. 0 minus negative 1. So that's it. Okay? So you're going to simplify. This will become negative 1 minus negative 2 is equal to 1. Is it correct? Okay, yes. Because negative times negative here or minus times negative here, that will become positive. So that will become negative 1 plus 2 is equal to positive 1. And for the denominator, 0 minus negative 1. Again, minus and negative. If you are going to combine, that will become positive. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. And what is 1 divided by 1? That is equal to 1. So the slope of this table of values is equal to 1. How about number 2? Okay, the x values and the y values. Again, first, you're going to determine the 2 points on the table of values. Now, I'm going to choose this point, 1, 3 as point 1 and 2, 5 as point 2. And using the formula, I will show you the shortcut method. So, point 2, point 1. Unahin natin sa numerator, values of y. So, here, 5 minus 3. Okay, this one. And in the denominator, value of x, 0.2 minus 0.1, 2 minus 1. Okay, this one. Okay, and simplify. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. And denominator, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So what is 2 divided by 1? That is equal to 2. Okay, so here, the slope of the second table of values is equal to 2. Okay, so how about the zeros of linear function? Okay, so what is this zeros of linear function all about? Zeros are the values of x that make the function equal to 0. These are the x values where the straight line crosses the x-axis. Okay, so in the definition, zeros are the values of x when the function is equal to 0. And in the graph, the line crosses the x-axis. So the point of intersection of the line and x-axis, that is the zeros of the linear function. Okay, so let's try this presentation or representation of function. Zeros in graph. If the given is graph, what is the zero or zeros of a linear function? Okay, according to the definition, that the zero of a linear function is the point wherein the line crosses the x-axis. So this is the x-axis and this is the line. So the point of intersection of the line and the x-axis is this one. At what point? Point 2. Meaning to say, 2 is the zeros of this graph of linear function. Okay? Again, the line crosses the x-axis at point, this one, 2, 0. The value of x when y is equal to 0. So, is the 0 of the function. So, therefore, here, the 0 of the graph of function is x is equal to 2. Okay? Let's try this activity A. Find the 0 of the following graphs of linear function. Okay, so the given are graphs. What are the 0 of linear function? So for graph number 1, so at what point the line crosses the x-axis? Okay, at this point. So what is this point? That point is negative 2. Is it correct? Yes, so therefore, the 0 of the function is negative 2. How about this number 2? This is the line or graph of linear function. So at what point does this line crosses the x-axis? Okay, let me see at that point. And what is that number on the x-axis? This point. So this is positive 4. Is it correct? Yes, positive 4. So therefore, the zero of function is equal to positive 4. Okay? How about the zeros of linear function in equation? Again, recall that the equation of linear function is in standard form y is equal to mx plus b. Okay? Wherein, from this standard form of linear function, the zero happens when y is equal to 0. Okay? So the zero of the function only happen when y is equal to 0. Okay, so let's try. So this one. So y is 0 is equal to mx plus b. Now, the value of x here is the 0 of the equation. So let's have example. Examples, find the zero of the following function. Okay, number 1, we have y is equal to 3x plus 9. So what is the zero of that equation? First, according to the definition, okay, we are going to compute here. We make or write y equal to 0 or let y is equal to 0. Okay, so here 0 for y is equal to 3x plus 9. Okay, y now is not here. Okay, now we are going to solve for the value of x in our linear equation. Okay, so to find out the value of x, you're going to move 3x on the left of equal sign. So positive 3x will become, change the sign, negative 3x. And then remain at the right of equal sign, 9. Okay, so we're going to isolate the term with the variable x here at the left. So we remove negative 3 so that, okay, so that the variable left here is x only. So to remove negative 3, divide negative 3 to both sides. And we cancel negative 3 divided by negative 3 is equal to 1 here. So remain here is x is equal to 9 divided by negative 3 is equal to negative 3. Now, x is equal to negative 3. So therefore, the zero of this linear equation or linear function is negative 3 or x is equal to negative 3. Okay? How about this number 2 equation? F of x is equal to x minus 5. Okay, so again, we need to solve. We are going to make this y or f of x equal to 0. Okay? And then solve for x. So if f of x is 0, then 0 is equal to x minus 5. And then solve for x. How are we going to solve for x there? We are going to move 5. Okay? Para minsanan na po yung pag-remove natin. So negative 5 or minus 5, if we move to the left of equal sign, change the sign, that will become plus 5 or positive 5. So 5 is equal to x or x is equal to 5. So therefore here, for number 2, the 0 is x is equal to 5. Okay? How about this number 3 linear function or linear equation? 8x plus 2y is equal to 3. Now, we're going to find the zero of this function. Okay, we're going to calculate here. Let y is equal to 0 or make y is equal to 0. So this will become, from the original equation, 8x plus 2y is equal to 3. Then let y is equal to 0 or make this y equal to 0. So this will become 8x copy plus 2y means 2 times y. Since y is equal to 0, then 2 times 0. Okay? Is equal to 3. Simplify, what is 2 times 0? That is equal to 0. Okay, so we have now, if this is 0, 8x plus 0 is equal to 8x, then is equal to 3 here. Now, we need x only. Okay, we have 8 as the numerical coefficient. So remove 8 by dividing 8 to both sides. So cancel 8. We can cancel here. Then the remaining here is x is equal to 3 over 8. You cannot divide 3 by 8 and you cannot reduce 3 over 8. So therefore, that is our final answer. So the zero of the function is equal to 3 over 8. Okay. Now, we're going to find the zero in the table of values. So how to find the zero if the given is table of values? The zero is the x value where y is equal to 0 in the table. So what does it mean? Let's have this example. we have the table of values for x and y. The first row are the values of x. The second row are the values of y. So here in the table of values, you're going to find the value of y is equal to 0. So here, y is equal to 0. Then, if y is 0, what's the value of x here? That is equal to 2. Mean to say, 2 is the 0 of the function presented here in table of values. So the 0 of linear function in the table is x is equal to 2. Okay, this one. Okay? Let's have more examples. Activity B, find the 0 of the following table of values. Okay? And I'm going to present two table of values here. Okay? For number 1 table, we have x values and we have y values. Again, the rule here, if the given is table of values, look at y is equal to 0. So here, we have y is equal to 0 here. And if y is 0, what's the value of x? X is equal to 1 here. So therefore, the 0 of the function is x is equal to 1. Okay, how about this number 2? We have x values and we have y values. Notice here, there is no y value wherein it is equal to 0. Okay, we have here negative 1, 1, 3, 5. So at this point or at this number, where is 0 fall between two numbers or between two integers? So that 0 fall between negative 1 and 1, right? Okay, so here, we're going to get that number on the value of x. Okay, for negative 1 is 2 and for positive 1 is 3. So between 2 and 3, we're going to add that two numbers. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and always divide by 2. So what is 5 divided by 2? That cannot be. That is decimal form. So here, in decimal, that is 2.5. But always, if you're going to get the 0 of the table of values, then it's okay if it is in fraction form. Okay? So the 0 is x is equal to 5 over 2. Okay, so let's check your understanding about slope and zeros of linear function by having this short quiz or formative assessment. So multiple choice, choose the letter of the correct answer. We have number 1. What is the slope of the line through points 2, 3, and 4, 7? Is it letter A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, and D, 4? I will give you 5 to 10 seconds to think of the correct answer. Okay, the correct answer there is letter B, 2. So how you get 2 as the slope of the 2 points? Okay, here, the shortcut here is you're going to subtract y, and y is that 7 and 3. Okay, game to show to you. 7 minus 3, that is equal to 4. And for the values of x, 4 minus 2, that is equal to 2. And then you are going to divide. What is 4 divided by 2? That is equal to 2. So that is the slope of the 2 points. How about number 2? What is the slope of the line y is equal to 5x plus 2? A 2, B 5, C negative 5, and D 0. Okay, 5 seconds to think of the correct answer. Okay, for number 2, the correct answer is letter B, 5. Is it correct? Yes, the given equation is written in standard form. So 5 here, the numerical coefficient of x is the slope. How about number 3? What is the 0 of the function y is equal to x minus 5? A, negative 5, B, 0, C, 5, and D, 10. Again, I will give you 5 to 10 seconds to think of the correct answer. Okay, the correct answer for number 3 is letter C, 5. Is it correct, 5? Yes, if you make y equal to 0 and move minus 5 to left of equal sign, x is equal to 5. So 5 is the value of x or the 0 of the function. Okay, how about number 4? Find the 0 of the function given its table of values below. Okay, so this is the table of values. Now find the zero of the function. A, -1, B, 0, C, 1, and D, 2. Again, I will give you 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, the correct answer there is letter A, -1. Is it correct? So for y values, we have y is equal to 0 here. And for y0, what is x? -1. Okay, so the zero of the function is -1, letter A. How about number 5? What is the slope of the line given its graph below? Okay, so this is the graph of a linear function. We are going to determine its slope. Is it letter A4, letter B2, C0, and D -2? I will give you 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, the correct answer there is letter B. Okay, by having this point, okay, the answer is B2. Is it correct that the slope is 2? By having the 2 points, okay, so 2 points, the rise is 1, 2, and the run is 1. So 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2. Okay, that's correct. Letter B. Thanks for watching, guys. Please click like if you like my presentation, and please subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to our channel. See you on my next discussion.